Morning. You all right, Hazel?
I'm great, thank you, yeah.
She's like, where's your hat? And I'm like, I'm great, I've got a hat.
I'm putting mine on.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Yes, I'll do my editorial, Hazel, if I may.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, because we are in the middle of our 6th birthday. I'm watching Ali as well. She's doing all this over there. All right, okay. Oh, it's way too early. Anyway, right, 6th birthday, yes. Now, if you're an existing customer, what we're doing is we're adding £6 credit to your account. All you need to do is spend £40 or more. It is once per person, I have to say, £40 per or more, and we'll then redeem that £6 off your bill. Sorry, there's a lot going on in my ear as well. Soz. Now, there's also a free gift with purchase if you purchase something on this show. And we've got some fantastic cardstock. Hazel, I love this sort of, holographic, would you say?
It's called Pillars of Light, 'cause if you hold it up the other way, they really do look tubular. So you can get some really great effects.
Nice, look at that. Isn't that fabulous? So we're getting five sheets.
Yeah, with every pet.
I have to say, I don't know what the GSM is.
It's pretty thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's over 300, I'm certain.
Now that is going to be amazing for your construction if you like making your gift bags, which I love doing. So you're going to get that as well, as long as you make a purchase. Then there's something else to tell you about. This is a while stocks last. This is a massive bundle of red cardstock.
Oh, it is so, so useful, especially if you've got some of the items later on down the counter. The poppy dies, they're going to cut. With these, you can cut your sentiments, you can be die cutting your poppies on there. Amazing.
Ah, so good. But look at
they're
the
a good
amount.
size, though. Yeah. I think they're about 3.5 to 4, maybe 4.5 inches wide.
Yeah.
By, I'm going to swip to centimetres now, I think by 21 centimetres, looking at that. So, yeah.
That is
a really good amount.
Phenomenal. And of course, it's acid and lignin free, which is excellent. Now, look at the price, right? So you, I mean, you are saving more than you're spending. It's almost like a happy hour, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, look at that. You normally pay £10.99 for 40 A4 sheets, and the amount that you're getting there. So it's as if you're paying for that, but everything else is a bonus.
Amazing. Right, so it's just £11.99. We'll show you this again a little bit later on, but look at that. 2 kilograms of the red card. And the red card is such a beautiful red, isn't it?
It is, and it's red through to the core. It scores beautifully, it folds beautiful. It's great for your card bases, and it's great for die cutting too. And even embossing, everything.
Amazing. Now, when you go for that, if you go for that, you'll get your free gift as well. So it's 259928. That is your item number. Now, let's also talk about. Everybody loves poppies. Everybody loves poppies, don't they?
Poppies are a gorgeous, beautiful flower, not just for remembrance, but I personally love poppies all year round.
Yes.
And I love all the different colour variations that you can get to.
Look at that. Now, so these are now made slightly larger than the originals.
Yeah, so if last year we bought out a poppy set, I'm going to call it poppy stamp set, we had a gorgeous background in it, and you'll see it in a minute when we go down the counter. I wanted something larger because I really have started to enjoy the colouring side of things.
Oh, I've got to show you your colouring in a minute.
So, I just love the larger areas there to colour, and it's more of a statement on your card. As you can see by some of the samples there, that yellow one is so striking. And it's funny because when I picked the sets up, I didn't touch red until near on the end. I was just having so much fun using the blues and the yellows and the different backgrounds and mixing them with the different sentiments that we've got. Because we've built up such a library of stamps.
Absolutely.
And we haven't been doing them that long.
Yeah.
So we're not even a year. And we've got maybe 13 or 14 sets now. In fact, it's probably 15.
Amazing. Look at this. Right, so let's just show you here. You've stamped it out for us as well.
Just so this is on an A4 sheet, just to try and give you an idea. Because I know it's hard to gauge the sizes on telly, but they stamp beautiful.
Look at that. And look at all that detail. So again, if you're not... What am I trying to say? If you don't feel confident about colouring, the detail helps you.
It does help you. Those little lines, they just indicate where you can put little creases in if you want to make those petals look lifelike. But you don't have to colour them like that. You might want to stamp them down in a colour, spritz them with water and then over stamp them, and that looks excellent too.
Amazing.
It just depends what you're into.
Lovely. And then Let me just show you the colouring here. This is just stunning what you've done. Look at this.
That was my first piece, and that's just done with watercolour pencils. In fact, I might have put a little coat of prize ribbon oxide down first and then gone in with the pencils to shade.
Ooh,
but that really demonstrates the markings on the stamp where it's just indicating where to put the extra shade.
Amazing. And we've got this one here that you've done.
That one was spritzing.
Lovely. And then I love that we've got the never forgotten.
Yeah, and these words are going to be so great if you like scrapbooking as well. So you've got never forgotten, you've got precious memories, and is there another one? Precious memories and precious and moments.
Moments, yes.
That's it. So they're going to fit in with your scrapbooking too.
Excellent, lovely stuff. All right, I'll show more samples a little bit later on. We are really busy for this already. 20%'s gone.
Wow.
It's only 7
I knew
a.m.
it would be popular, but
yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. Right then, so 20% of the stock is gone. It's £14.95. Again, a really good price, I think, especially the size of them. Really good. 562526 is your item number. Now, next then, so we've got some new today dies.
We have, yes. So when we release the poppy set, poppy die, no, it's not a die. When we the poppy stamp set, the original one that is in shop there.
Yeah.
We had so many requests for dies to go with them.
Okay.
And we said, yep, no problem. And we've been kind of sitting on them, and we thought now was a great time to release them. So you've got the dies that match the original set perfectly.
Excellent. So just to point out, so these aren't going to cut out the new ones. These are going to cut out these, which we're going to look at in a second, but they're under a different item number.
Yeah.
So these are £12.99. Item number here is 349464. And then these ones, if we may, lovely stuff. There you go. They're going to cut those ones out, which are the originals.
They are, and you get that gorgeous background there. That's like a poem, and we use it on so many different projects. So it's nice to tie them all in together because they all work beautifully.
They do.
There's a frame. This blue one here.
Oh, this
That's
one.
got like a mix of the new, the old, and the dies on it, so you can really see how you can use them together.
That's beautiful. I love it when you do these like shadow boxes. I think they're fabulous, aren't they? So nice mix, as Hazel's just said. Perfect. Here's the board from the original stamps. Lovely. Yeah, that script is very useful. And then we've got some samples, as ever, that you've done for us. They're beautiful.
That's beautiful, isn't it? That one, Anita's made that one.
Ah.
Now, even though I presented her with the dies, she wanted to fussy cut because Anita loves fussy cutting, and I can't take that away from her, but you've got the option.
Amazing. No, she's brilliant. There you go. And look at this one. That's so beautiful.
I love the kind of monochrome with that flash of red on this one.
Look at that. That looks so expensive as well, doesn't it? Very nice. Oh, and then this one, we've got the background stamp, but we've got some glossy accents, maybe?
That is glossy accents, yeah, and then decoupaged up to give it a bit of dimension.
Amazing. Oh, these are great samples, aren't they?
So that demonstrates about the stamping with your ink and spritzing out.
Yeah.
If you don't want to colour, you don't need to, you know, there's always ways.
That's fabulous. Let's do one more for now, and let's bring this in. That's by Heather. Heather's done that
Heather's
one.
new to the team.
Oh,
It's beautiful, isn't it? I love the background that she's done on there as well. It just goes so well.
Wonderful. All right, then. Now you've got a little £3.50 saving. It's £14.95. By the way, sorry, and I haven't mentioned this, which is very remiss of me, it also comes with the True Red cardstock.
It does.
Sorry.
How could we forget?
I know, sorry. So you're going to get 10 sheets.
10 sheets.
And again, a really good weight of cardstock. It's red to the core, and it's 290 GSM, so 10 sheets of that and those beautiful poppies. And don't forget, you will get your free gift as well, which is that lovely set of 5, the Pillars of Light. What a great name. I like that.
Pillars.
Very nice. Look
Very
at this
grand.
box. It is, isn't
Yes.
it? Look at this box. That's beautiful. There's something in here.
Candle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, lovely gift. Right, we are 10% of the stock gone on this collection as well. If you do want the dies to go with it, they're at the bottom of the screen for £12.99, and already 20% of the dies have now gone. So, gosh, it's a very, very busy morning indeed. Lovely. Then we're talking, we did say this morning, didn't we? It was very patriotic with our red, white
it's just
and blue.
the way it worked out, but I mean, it just fits in with
It does,
everything,
doesn't it?
doesn't it?
Matches our set. Love that. So we've got some red, white and blue cardstock. They're 15 by 30. And again, I know that Pink Frog manufacture them because of what people ask for.
Absolutely, yeah. And you're going to get your sheet of instructions with these, so you'll get your 10 card folds. So that could range from a half fold, you'll get gate fold, Z fold, inverted steppers, all sorts, and it's, you know, all clear.
Yeah.
I laminate mine so that I can refer back to them.
Yes, that's a good idea to do.
In fact, I don't refer much because obviously I made them up, so I don't.
To be fair,
they're in my little brain.
I was going to say, your knowledge is brilliant. You're just like, yeah, 15 here, this,
Yeah.
yeah. It's really good. It's really good. Right, so you've got these. You've got 100 sheets in total, 290 GSM, and it's just $14.99. So you get 50 of the white, 25 of the blue, and 25 of the red. 093908 is your item number. Next then, now we've got red, white and blue, slightly larger though than A4.
Yes, it's only 3 millimetres larger, but it makes all the difference because it evens everything out. So when you're using your scoreboard to do half folds, you've got that full measurement to fold.
Lovely. And you've got 80 sheets in total. Again, it's 290 GSM. Pink Frog are so good at producing the boldness of the colours, aren't they?
Yeah, our true range is stunning. Because it's acid and lignin free, it is great for your scrapbooking, but it's also great for your card making and your construction. Yeah. So the red and the blue is the 290 GSM, and then your super smooth is 300 GSM.
Oh, thank you. Good stuff.
Super smooth, which we all know and love.
Yes,
the staple.
And so many, it's lovely as well because so many demonstrators on here from different companies use it.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it is. £16 then and 49 pence. Item number is 282604. Then we've got the red assorted card. I love this. Andrew once gifted me a whole pile of this and it was so lovely and I've been like stroking it.
It is lovely and it's a great set that. I love that we've got low shed glitter in there because sitting against the mirror and the satin gloss and the satin, they all just work together.
They do.
You can see it on that board that you've got there. That's die cut in. I think it's the 2.5 inch poppy which is a little bit further up. But really, really effective.
Look at that. That's just beautiful. You see, they do all work together. So all the different designs that you've got. I have to say my favourite is the first one. I just love, it's like a water effect.
Yeah. And it depends how much of it you've got on show, doesn't it? Whether you've just got a slither or whether you're making your frame out of it or whatever.
That gift bags, that's what I've been making out of them. Look at that.
So that one, I believe, Claire's made that one. I'm sure that little bit is a badge, a little, if you lift it on the front, I'm sure it,
yes it is. It's
yeah.
Like, I don't know if
but in the glitter, how pretty does that look?
That looks amazing. I don't want to take it off, but yeah, it's on a little brooch. It's a brooch.
That's it. That's the word I was thinking of.
Oh, brooch or badge, that's to say, they're all good. And then look at this sample.
This is beautiful. Caroline made this, and it all through. There's different specialities. You've got different of the poppies in there, just showing different ways to use them.
Oh my gosh,
different techniques.
Love that. That's just beautiful. Okay, and again, a very reasonable price here, $12.99. Item number is 639989 for all that lovely cardstock. Then next, okay, we're moving on to some dies now.
We are, yes.
Very useful, really good staples for you to have. Details just coming onto the screen. So the first set here we go. So that's our Britannia die set.
Yeah, so these are our multi-flower dies. So they don't only make poppies, they'll make fuchsias, they'll make daisies, they'll make all sorts. And we've got how to make books and we've got all of that on the brand shop.
Oh, good.
We've bought them in for the poppies, obviously, because it fits the show.
Absolutely.
And it works so well with the cardstock.
Nice, okay. If you'd like these, makes 4 dies. What am I talking about? 4 dies are in there. £15.99. Item number is 508079. And then the next one that we've got is the multi-flower rose. Oh, that's really pretty.
It is lovely, and it's big. It's a statement.
Have I got one here?
That's what my board's made out of, and it'll be the biggest one on there.
Thank you.
That's it. So it's a really, really nice size. If you can imagine that as well, done in super smooth, creased up the middle, that's how you make your daisies. So there's so many options with them.
Amazing. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
And in fact, because it's a simple shape, you can die cut that into our mylar and make your own masks.
Ooh.
You could then emboss those through your machine with our easy embossing mat to make different backgrounds. So it's not just a die.
Brilliant stuff. Love that. £12.49. Item number is 329712. Then we've got some stamps. Now, these are under 2 different item numbers, but we just wanted to put out as much as we possibly could on the counter. So if we start with this one, we've got a lovely sort of birthday set here, typewriter set, and then look at all of that detail. That's cool.
I love that background. Absolutely love it to bits. So it's just kind of random alphabets all just mixed in, but distressed looking. So this is our typewriter editions, because we have a typewriter sentiment set as well, which I'm sure is on the
brand shop.
Yeah, that's it. But again, works in really, really well. I really enjoyed using it with the poppies to make different effects. So yeah, and the same for that Textures 3 set.
Excellent.
Love. Yeah.
Nice. Right, 15 stamps you've got on there as well. So you've got all those lovely sentiments that are just so useful. £14.95. Item number is 136100. Then moving along, we've got the textures. These are what I call workers.
Yes. They kind of fit with anything.
Yes.
I do find myself, if I showed you my set on here, you'd be horrified because they're trashed. They look trashed, but they're just well loved.
Yes.
Don't clean them very often, but every now and again I'll get them out and put them in the bowl and give them a good wash.
Nice, but they're so useful. You'll go to these again and again and again. £14.95 is the price. 676647 is your item number. Now, so Pink Frog are now collaborating with Pearlywinks, aren't they?
They are indeed. And we brought these back on because they're always so popular. And you'll quite often, well, very often, find me dipping into my bag for my white colour pop and my vibes.
Yes.
It's just part of me now, do you know? They just are beautiful.
Amazing.
If you go to the next pile, that's the first. That's your first one.
The top row.
That's it. Yeah.
This one here, lovely.
Yeah.
So Colourpop Cotton White.
So that's got acrylic in. It's still water-based, but it's really good for getting different techniques. You can use it as a base to build colour on top of as well.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted that one in the set. Again, I use that one a lot.
Nice. Diamond Pearl.
You can't go without a bit of bling.
Oh, I love bling.
Yeah,
love it.
Spritzing that on.
And then this one.
So they're all your 5 colours in there. So you've got chartreuse yellow, sweet orange, magenta, anemone blue and blue grotto.
That's a good name.
And can you see half of them are like matte and then half of them are shiny? That's because I've put the diamond pearl over half of them so that you can see how they work in.
Yeah, you can see that, can't you? Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so they're 30ml bottles each. You're getting 7 sprays in total. Item number is 588034. And then, now this is an interesting one, the Christmas collaboration.
Yeah, again, a must-have. I know it's called Christmas collaboration, but I use that all year round.
Yeah.
But it just adds that extra bit of sparkle to your Christmas projects too.
Nice, and it's lovely that you've done on black card and white card.
Yeah, I think it's important to see because we don't all use one or the other, do we? So it's, yeah, and the shine on that sparkling silver, beautiful.
Oh, it's oh, look at the gold.
Yeah.
Oh, lush. And then one more.
Oh, you see,
Is that a favourite?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okie dokie. Right, £12.99 for those 4. Item number is 499830. Here's the website. You can shop online at thecraftstore.com. Sorry, I'm just watching Janice weirdly roll on the floor. I don't know. Right, so you can go for your lovely red, white and blue. We've got some dies. Look at those wonderful 5-star reviews for so many different items. So remember, we have got some new todays, brand new poppies, again, requested by your good selves at home. And they're larger than the originals. You're all still going for the originals as well, so I just think they're a real staple. And now we've got the dies to match the originals, which is absolutely excellent. There's loads to see on the website. Oh, and of course also all the essentials. We've got our Scotch tape, we have got the lovely glue bottles, the fine precision glue bottles. They're all there for you. The Mylar is there, etc. Oh, and I must go and order some of the 3D glue gel because I'm running out of it. Do you know that 3D glue gel is so good, Hazel?
You've mended something with it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other half's, you know the emblem on the front of his car?
Yeah.
It fell off. Managed to. It's there after
like
6
a
months.
rock.
Yes.
Good.
That's how much I recommend
That's a good testament.
Somebody told me you can. I'm just saying what they'd said, that they'd glued down floor tiles with it. So good.
I've used it to glue the window.
Have you? Amazing.
Honestly, in the shop, it was leaking water, so I just went. I hadn't got any of that proper, you know. I went across with me gel, bit of. Well, it hasn't leaked since, so it's done something right.
Right, I'm going to hand over to you then, Hazel.
So I want to start off with this one, little inverted stepper, and I'm using an image from the new stamp set. So that's what we're going to start with. We'll use a 15 by 30, and as always, we'll start off and make the card blank. So we will centimetre side. You see, I'm doing it back to front now. Whenever I make an inverted stepper, I always do the cut lines first on my trimmer. So I'm going to place my card in.
Yep.
And I'm going to put the left edge on 2 centimetres. Make sure you butt it up at the top, and that it will make sure that it's nice and straight. And I'm going to set my tool at 2, and I'm going to cut down to 17. And then I'm going to come across and do it on the other side. So this time the 2's just past my cut line. And I'm going to do the same. So that's the easy bit done there. And then that goes onto our scoreboard, and we just score at 2. This is just between the cut lines.
Okay.
4 and 17. And then the halfway point is 15. So we're going to score there and here, but I can't quite gauge that, so I'll just mark it and do it that way. So that's our card blank.
Cool.
And then to fold that, just pop your fingers in. We've got a mountain fold and a valley fold, and I'm just teasing them. Then go to the outside, bend that back, put your hand in, and that just naturally, and that gives you the perfect inverted stepper. Nice and quick as well.
Yeah.
So for the card then, I've got myself a couple of mats here, and we're going to stamp onto this one first. So I'm going to start off with, this is the background from the stamp set that was at the end, the typewriter editions.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to use one of my Eco lines. I never know how you say it. Ecoline, Eco, I don't know. One of these beautiful pens.
Are they alcohol based or are they water?
No, it's your water based ones.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put down, I did mark, it doesn't matter if I do it upside down because I can turn it upside down, can't I?
Yeah.
So we'll just press that down. I don't want a full-on print. I just want a bit in the background. That's it. That's the way up. And then I'm just going to just miss that slightly. So each one you do will always be a little bit different. I just want that colour to bleed out a bit, and that's why I chose the water-based one. See, I'm looking now. I've got some kitchen roll. There it is. Just going to mop that a little bit.
Yep.
And we'll give that a quick blast. And then we're going to use that lovely image. So,
yeah, beautiful. We are very busy at the moment. If you want to place an order, fastest way is online at thecraftstore.com.
Thank you everyone for getting up and setting your alarms.
I know, right?
Okay, so I'm going to use this one first, and I think I'll just pop it on my block. If you're worried at all, then just place it into your stamping platform. So I'm going to place that one around there, and I'm going to stamp it down with some VersaFine. It doesn't matter about the background because I have actually cut one out and layered it over the top on my sample, and I thought I would do the same. Just got ink all over my fingers. There we go. Just such a crisp, clear image. Now, the first thing that I do when I get my stamps is make myself some masks from the mask kit, because it is just so handy to have. And look, and I've cut them all out and put them all in my storage. So I'm just going to take, it is fine, and that's why I'm trying, just be gentle. That's it.
Lovely. If you want the masket sheets, we've just popped them onto the screen. You're getting 10 A4 sheets for £9.99. 976569.
So just make sure that you get that over, because I'm going to use some of those gorgeous textures now to kind of go around and put behind. So I have cut this out separately because it just felt easier for me. So I'm just going to lay that down. This one is a little bit fiddly, I won't deny it, but it is worth it.
I don't know how you cut that out.
There we go.
Amazing.
Okay, so that's in place. Let's go. Oh, nearly gave you a sneaky peek then.
Of what?
New things.
Oh, don't tease us.
Sorry. Okay, let's grab a few little ones. I like this grid. A little bit of ink. Now, I am a little bit like, I've got to have things on there straight. I do suffer. I'm going to say suffer because I couldn't stamp that way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's got to be.
I've got trouble with. I mean, there are worse things in life, yes, but I've got problems with stamping off the page.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just a thing. Don't know why.
I don't mind doing the stamping off the page.
Now, see, those textures are fabulous.
They just bring everything together, don't they?
Yeah.
And I just love them. I'm not going to I'm getting a bit hot. I'm going to have to take my hat off.
You're good for putting it on. You were like, where's yours? I'm like, oh,
just suddenly, it just gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, right, let's just have a little bit more just on that corner there. I'm not going to go too... Right, put that back. I'm being good and wiping it. Mm-hmm. Okay, now for colouring in, I'm going to show you a bit of colouring on the base one, but I have gone ahead and coloured one and cut out so that I can layer it over the top. And the reason I did that was because for this particular one, I didn't want, I don't know where to put that now. There. I didn't want the text on it, but you can see how that's going to easily fit over there. So, coloured pencils. These are our Staedtler ones that we've had on before. They come with, I think they're on the pole as well, actually. It's just a really, really good set, and I'm going to use a yellow and an orange, and they're sharp enough, so that's great. And I'm just going to lay down, quite roughly, I would just lay down some colour of the lighter one. Mm-hmm. And then I would come in, whoopsie. That's a big one.
Which one you got there?
This is, which one?
Oh, sorry.
I've got a big one and a little one, and I was just going, I would just pull that out, just to give it a covering. And what I find works best for me when I'm using the watercolour pencils is doing layers. So I would then dry that layer.
Okay.
Noticed I've still got a mask on there. And then I would come in and start and work the detail.
Oh, so that
just by flipping that won't move anywhere now.
Oh, that's cool.
Until I put water on it.
Yeah.
So these areas here where you've got the little lines, it indicates the darker bits. So it's really, really helping me.
That's what's nice about, that's what I'm saying about, you know, if you're not confident, you've got the hand there.
Yeah.
And plus, of course, it's lovely because you give us all inspiration. People can watch this back on rewind once they've got the stamps.
Exactly. It's like a little mini workshop, isn't it? So then just pull that out and take the colour off in between if you don't want to lose all of your yellow in there. And then is that coming? Oh yeah, that's coming through okay.
Yeah, all
good. I just glanced up just to see. So you can see it quite quickly comes together. So I'm going to go ahead and do this little bud. So yellow first. I might actually just add my orange in now. Just pull that out. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have some green.
Looking, do you know what's nice about this design is the way you've done it is it looks really contemporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually looks gorgeous with that text going through it.
Absolutely.
And you could definitely just continue like this.
Yeah.
But as I've lovingly prepared one,
You have.
I am going to stick it over there. Although I could use that for another card. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I'm not going to stick it totally flat at the top. I want a little bit of dimension, like a bit of movement. Whoopsie. So I'm just going to cover that bottom bit. And then
nice.
Just pinching that in the, just so that I've got that little bit of
yeah, dimension.
Yeah, and then I did, I did a little bit for the bud as well.
Oh wow.
Attention to detail.
Amazing. No. Did you have a nice evening, like fussy cutting everything out?
It was about 2 weeks worth, you know. Right, so that's that onto there.
Yeah.
And then what I could do, if I wanted to tie in these colours, I could use my colours and just come round a little bit on each of these. It just works so well.
Yeah.
And then just pull a little bit of that colour out, just on the edges.
Excellent.
As many or as little as you want on that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop there. Now, I always like to cut a border and put it around there. So all I've done, this is 15 by 15. My black is down to 14.5, and then I've just done a 1.5 border. And then my white is down to 14 square, and I've done a 1 centimetre border. So that's how I've got that. And I thought, rather than me doing that in front of you, I could be getting another demo in at the end. So
oh, all good. And of course, you're using the fabulous glue.
Absolutely.
Applicator.
So then that fits just over there. Press that down. You still got a little bit of time to make sure that you get that into position.
Yeah.
Look, I've gone on the wonk. There we go. That's fine. And then I want to layer that one. And for my sentiment, I am just going to flip across and use the new die set.
Cool.
I have got one done, but I think it's important that you see me do that. And then I'm just going to, I always put the glue on the card.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, if I went across here, I'd just forget and I'd glue up to the top, and then I'd have glue showing.
Right.
So it's just a good...
Very good point.
Yeah, and I've got a little bit of a border on this one, so I'm lucky that I didn't put my glue right to the edge.
Okay.
So that's all in place. So for our sentiment, I'm going to go back. Let's get that one. We're going to put with sympathy on it. And so our original set, take the sentiment, and I'm just going to stamp that down. And there's a couple of 3 different ways that you can do it.
Okay.
And everybody prefers their own way.
Yeah, you find
So I'm going to do one like this, and I'm going to stamp it down.
Okay.
And then I would get my die. Now this has got like a little bridge in the middle, so it's quite easy to get that. Just got a sticky bit on there, it keeps sticking to my fingers. Quite easy, it's going to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I've got one cut, because I know that. And let's get the end of that one.
Excellent. And again, we've got this tape on the web as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just pop that down with a little bit of tape. I want to try and make sure that I do get it straight, because it's worth paying that little bit of extra attention. So then I'm going to layer that in my machine. And
Don't worry.
I'm so heavy-handed. There we go. And that gives us, let's get my tape off. There we go. Our sentiment. I am going to move across to this one because I did put it a little bit lower. The other way to do it is have this piece now, use the waste,
Yeah.
put it in your platform.
Oh, this is a good idea.
And then you set your stamp in it,
Yeah.
pick it up on your platform, and then all you've got to do is die cut the piece,
Brilliant.
put it in, and you will get it perfect every time.
Nice.
And that's why I have this piece here. And that was to remind me to tell everybody, because when I was making the samples, that's what I did. I just kept die cutting and chucking them in.
Good idea.
So that is our sentiment, and we're just going to add that one. Add that onto our card, and I'm going to just pop it across the bottom there. And I think we will raise that up, and I'm going to just chop into them because we can.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to take the back off there. I could use this, but I haven't cut it thin enough, have I?
Perfect.
Okay,
There
and then
you
we'll
go.
just bob a little bit of that on there. And that gives us our first card.
Yay! Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Look at that.
But it doesn't have to be with sympathy. That could be, I just did that because I wanted to show you the
Yeah.
dies and that, but that could be anything.
Amazing. Thank you, Hazel.
Thank you.
Right, I'll do me numbers and whatnot.
Okay, thank you.
Now, it's very busy this morning, very, very busy. So we've got our brand new today, fabulous, larger poppies. They look absolutely beautiful, don't they? And I'll show you the board in a sec. But these have been so busy. Right, we are 40% of the stock gone, and Hazel and I have got another show a little bit later on as well. So you've got your never forgotten precious moments and memories in there as well. So a lovely, lovely set of beautiful poppies. They've got a lot of open space in there. So if you enjoy colouring, and I'm sure you're all aware, you know how much that I love my colouring, then they're perfect for you. £14.95 is the price. Now, let me show you some samples. Can I grab this one, Hazel?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. This is beautiful. Is this a mix of the two?
Let me see.
Or is this the bigger one?
Right, that is a mix of the two. And again, Anita has done this, and she's used the Pearly Winks sprays, and that's why you've got that gorgeous tone in the background.
So this is nice. So this is a mix then, as Hazel said, of the brand new today and the original set of beautiful sets. I think that's just so stunning. Now, just going back to the brand new, so these are the exact ones that you're going to get. Lovely set, isn't it? And I love the sentiments on there. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And look at these samples. Stunning. Who's done this one?
That's me.
Is it you? That was wonderful. Absolutely.
Do you know what? I
coloured
just thought it
beautifully.
was nice. Different tones again, browns and salvage patina, prize ribbon, and ground espresso. Probably my favourite three colours of the century, but you know.
Amazing. And then this one, isn't that nice? And
It's
you've got,
so striking.
Yeah.
Again, that's a new lady, Katie.
ah, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Because then you've got like almost like the watermarks in the background, haven't you? And that looks gorgeous. And then we've got this little one here. Cheryl's done this one.
Yeah, that opens out. That's a
Oh, does it?
trifold. Cheryl loves trifolds, and she does amazing.
Absolutely stunning. And then this one's been layered up. Now, this is nice because I really like the background is subtle,
Yes.
and then you get the focal point.
I love that background in the grey because it just builds that background paper, doesn't it? Anita's made that one.
Stunning. And then let's do one more again. Have a look at this. Who's done this? Is this you?
Anita, yeah.
Amazing. So you can see they're a real focal point. That's what's lovely about these poppies. So if you want to go for these, £14.95. They are proving really, really popular. We're approaching half the stock on now. Yeah. 562526 is your item number. Now, the dies that are coming up, these are new, but these go with the originals, the original stamps, which we'll show you in a second. Now, a third of the stock has already gone on these. Beautiful sets, aren't they? Lovely. And here's a good example of using the dies. Perfect. So they're there for you. And again, using with the other poppies. And then here's another one, just to show you. Look, can you see that that's been cut out? If I hold it like that. Yes, there you go. You can see there.
I love, it
Perfect,
just works
isn't it?
brilliant. And everything lines up so well.
Yeah, it does. Oh, look at this one. That's a really bold, isn't it?
It is, and it looks stunning on black. Claire's made that one.
Yeah.
But you can see that the dies has cut the poppies out. And then I like the way that the leaves are cut out of the mirror board.
Yes.
It doesn't need the stamp, you know, because you can clearly see it's a leaf. It's,
Absolutely.
Yeah, just works.
And then last one here by Anita. Anita's done this one. So effective, isn't it? If you want these dies then, 9 dies, it's £12.99. Item number is 349464. Then to go with the dies, we've got these stamps. So these are the original ones. And it does come with a true red card, and it is a beautiful, the range of true colours are absolutely fantastic. They really are. So we've got the originals here for £14.99. You get 10 sheets of your cardstock, and that is 290 GSM. Now look at this sample. That's beautiful. Who's done this?
That will be moi.
Oh, is it you? It's wonderful.
That was a sample I made for the original, like when we launched them. It was just so striking with the glossy accents on and on the red card.
Yeah, love that. And of course, that lovely background stamp is fabulous. This has been coloured beautifully. This is by Heather.
Yeah. Good. Again, sorry, we both stopped, didn't we, to look round.
Somebody's wanted poster fell off the wall. That's gorgeous. And then look at this. How clever is this? Beautiful. That's by Heather. Now, I have to say, this is also Heather's. Now, I really like this.
That blend going into the... It's stunning, isn't it?
It's, if I say quite poignant for poppies,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's lovely.
Yeah, I think that's just beautiful. £14.95 once more, and you've got a £3.50 saving. 441936. Don't forget, once more, if you're buying anything from this show, this is your free gift, which is the Pillars of Light. You've got 5 sheets. It's a really, really good GSM. Over 300, we reckon. Ooh. Feel like we're going to a disco. So you're not paying anything for this. It's good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Moving along then, we have got some red, white and blue. This is 15 by 30 centimetres. So it is centimetres, isn't it? Yes, good.
Yes.
Good. So
It would be mighty big if it was inches.
That's true, this big. So you've got 50 sheets of the white and then 25 each of the true blue and the true red, and it really is fabulous. £14.99. Item number is 093908. Then slightly bigger than A4 is the next set, where you've got, I think it's 80 sheets we've got in this. And you've got your red, white and blue again. Absolutely, the blue is just gorgeous, isn't it? It's just so striking. £16.49 for this. Item number is 282604. And then we go on to our absolutely beautiful red assorted card. I love this one. It's got the most wonderful effect with the light. And then if I just wing this in, Hazel's done a board where you can see all the different, but they all work together. You could mat and layer all of these. £12.99 then. You've got 16 sheets in total. Item number is 639989. Now, the red offcuts, we need to talk about this. It's a massive box of red offcuts. Lovely stuff. £11.99, and you've got a £15.50 saving, but you've got 2 kilograms, and it's 290 GSM, again, acid and lignin free. 259928 is your item number. That is a big box. Look, the usual price is £27.49. You're paying nowhere near that. I don't even know how Mr. Pink Frog is doing this, Hazel, for that price.
I know. It's mad.
Amazing. Shall we come back to you then?
Perfect. So I was just getting ahead because
That's all right.
really want to try and get as much as I can in.
Absolutely.
And I'm starting off. I'm going to just get this to show you. Look.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
So I made this and I thought, do you know what? I want that as a card, but it's too big. So what I've done is I've shrunk it down and done it into a card version there. So this is what we're going to make next. We'll start off with the stamped image and we'll see how we go for time. But yeah. So let's just take these out. I wanted to show you using the stamping platform the other way. So I've got my waist now and I've got my 3 die cut bits. So then all I would do is bring in my stamping platform.
Yep.
And just pin that in place. And then I would go to my stamps. And because I've got that black in the background, I can clearly see, and I'm just going to line that one up.
Yep.
And get that one, fit that one through. Obviously, the more time you take, and if you do it once and you think, oh, it's just a little bit off, you know just to move it slightly.
Yeah.
So I think they're okay. Pick them up and then get your die cut bits and slip them in the holes.
Oh. Okay.
And now they're in the perfect position.
Oh, that's so clever.
And then just ink these up. Take that frame out of the way. And obviously you can do a whole sheet together.
I'm going to do this. This is a really good tip.
There you go.
Perfection.
Absolutely pristine all the way round.
Yep.
So that's all I have done, and I have got my 3 little pieces coloured in. If you would like me to show you colouring one of these poppies, I can do that, but we'll save it. Make sure we've got enough time.
Okay.
And we'll pick up and do the background.
We've got just over 10 minutes left.
Okay, I think we might be okay then. So I've got myself a piece of card. This is 15 by 21. And all I've done is I've scored a 2 centimetre border, and that's purely for me to make sure that I keep everything within for when I stick my frame down.
Got you.
So I'm going to start there, and I'm going to take my large poppy and I'm going to stamp that down. I'll just use my block for speed and all my other stuff still in my platform. So ink that up. I'll give it an extra ink because obviously I need to make sure it's not that it doesn't matter if it doesn't stamp properly, because I'm going to layer over it. So there's my first image, and then I've made myself a mask from the masket. So I would cover that one over. And I'm just basically building a little flourish, but make sure that you get it on straight, Hazel. There we go.
Cool.
So there's our first one.
Okay.
So now I can take that one off and we'll pick this one out. And we're going to do the same. I'm going to work down and we're going to go across the 2 sets on this, because this is how we design them, so that they all like worked together.
Yeah.
And Gwen has done a fantastic job on these. Just off to the side and tilting that. There we go. And then I've got a mask for that one.
You're
Look
very
at
good
me.
with the masks.
Look, I'm using all my old masks, and I'd made nice brand new ones. I sat and cut them all. And I thought, I won't be able to pick them out live, so I'll get them off now and stick them on my machine. Look at me.
Don't worry.
Right, so now we're going to go down into the other set, which I've left in my platform. That's wise, wasn't it? And then that's a bit of a big block, so we will just change that one.
Cool.
I just love the sizes are just perfect.
They are, aren't they?
So that's
Nice.
that one. And then I think it's this one. I'm just getting the mask off here, which I knew that I would struggle to do, but I've done it. So apologies that this one isn't brand new, but
Don't worry.
everything that I own is well loved.
Yeah, no, it's great because it shows how much you love what you
Yeah.
do.
It does pay off just to take a little bit of time and make sure you get that lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
Because when you spritz, this one will be covered, so it won't matter too
Okay.
much. And then the last one is that little one there. At this stage, it just doesn't look much, but once you start adding the colour and the bits on, it just transforms it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to angle that one there.
Stunning.
There we go. Right.
What a beautiful composition.
Once
Oh,
we
and that
start, once we start adding them textures on as well, it's
Yep.
like, whew. Okay, so first off, we need to do some colour.
Okay.
And this is where I'm going to be prepared, because I found the most amazing cloth. It's like the
Bull
yeah.
fences.
And I'm just going to cover everything up because I am messy. And I'm going to spritz. So we're going to use a bit of green chartreuse.
Oh, nice.
Now, I don't want to get it too wet because I want to avoid seepage, but I'm going to put enough on that I get a good background.
Yeah.
So I'm adding a bit of the anemone blue in as well. And what I'm going to do is, if you have some, you know that kitchen roll?
Yeah, where's it gone?
Can you see it? Da-da.
On the left-hand side.
Yes. A top tip, just pat down on your masks to get off the spray.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put a little bit more of the chartreuse, because
Ooh,
I
I
think
like
that
that.
really goes well
Yeah.
with the blue card. So just mop that there. and then we'll give that a nice blast and dry it.
Nice.
I'll try not to set. No, I won't.
You're good putting a cloth down, Leonie.
I know.
Wouldn't bother.
I was just like, it's the colour pop that I'm the worst with, because everything, I'm terrible. I'm sure out there, if you've got the colour pop and you've used it, you've all done what I've done, just covered everything. So I'm just helping this along. Wonderful. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put in some texture as well. So with the first poppy set, there's a beautiful script. Now I can never work it out. Yeah, it's this way around. I don't want to do them upside down. So I'm just going to add in a bit of the script. And again, I've got a bit of acetate on here, just so that I don't lose all the stick off the back of the stamp. And I'm just going to go in and add in some random bits. It doesn't matter if I don't get a full print. I just want a little bit of text in that background there. So that's that one. And then we'll go back to the textures set. So coffee rings, we'll have maybe some of these as well. I've put my block down.
Oh, lovely. We've popped the textures at the bottom of the screen for you. £14.95.
So a bit of grid. So I know that I'm not really going to be putting anything around this outside area, but it's just nice to get a little bit in. And I like the second generation on that one as well. There's a gorgeous one with pebbles on. We'll get some of that in. And then we'll put some of the rings in.
Oh, I like the pebbles. I like those a lot.
You can join those up and make a really nice,
you?
yeah, look, they look lovely. And then we'll get some up there. And I'm just going to, so it kind of tails down. That's going to finish that one off. There isn't any rules, you just keep going until you're happy. I like to put a few circles on because they're great to paint in and just add a little bit more colour in. But where's that little one there? We'll just put a few of these on and then we'll get to painting them. That's it. Right, step away from the stamps. So then we'll reveal those off. And I'm going to stick them onto there. I mean, just
look at that reveal.
Beautiful crisp white. It just looks amazing.
It does.
And the last one.
That looks fabulous.
Yeah. So like already the one that I did previously was a lot darker, but it's nice to get that individual.
Ah, yeah.
So I'm going to use some blue pencil.
Okay.
And probably some green as well. And I just want to add some colour. So I'm just going to take it around the right-hand side of here. And then there's probably even some yellow on here. Just pull that out a little bit. Just to add a little bit of, more colour. And maybe some of the lime green.
There is a random moustache I have just found on the set.
Do you know what? I suddenly panicked then and thought, what?
No,
Did I not shave?
Sorry. Random moustache.
Right, I see.
Anyway.
You really panicked me then.
Oh, bless you. No. Anyway, going back to what you're doing, that looks absolutely stunning.
Just a tiny little bit of colour just makes all of the difference on those little circles. I mean, that is my favourite poppy to colour. I have got one coloured in.
You're so good.
Am I okay?
You have got 2.5 minutes.
Okay. In order for me to get it together, I'll definitely show you on the next demo, colouring one of those. So I've chosen to pick that one out. What I've done is I've stamped a little bit of the text from the typewriter editions on that one. And then I've got this one. Now, what I've done, can you see this one's got a border on it and this one hasn't?
Yeah.
I wanted to take the border off that so it matched this one.
Right.
Okay, so I hand fussy cut. and then I've kept the border on that one because it's going to stand out on the frame.
Right.
So for my card blank, I have got a 21 by 30 folded in half.
Yeah, beautiful blue.
And then I have gone ahead and made my frames, but obviously I will give you a quick run through of what you need to do.
Yeah.
So centimetre side of the board, you would, this is 5.5 centimetres by 16. You'd need 2 of those.
Right.
And then these ones are by 22. So 5.5 by 22, and you'd need 2 of those. So it's half, 1.5, 3.
Ooh, you're right. How did that break?
Oh, I'm too heavy-handed with stuff, it's fine.
As long as you're all right.
Good job it weren't me nail. 3 and 4.
Okay.
Rotate.
Yep.
1 centimetre, that's going to make my tab. And then the width of there is 1.5, so you add that onto the one, so 2.5 to that second line. Okay? And then we would just snip that. So I always start with the tab to make sure I've cut it and it's safe.
Cool.
So
We've
a
only
little
got about
angle.
45 seconds.
Oh my word.
Sorry, Hazel.
Okay, and then I'd spritz it with the colour pop. I'm going to have to start the next show with this one.
Yeah, no,
I'll
that's
come
all
back
good.
in and we'll finish it off. How's that? But that's for your frame.
Right.
And then you go, ta-da,
Like that.
ta-da.
That is just beautiful, though, isn't it? That beautiful frame. Love that. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much, Hazel. I really enjoyed this hour.
I have too.
Yeah, and that's just gorgeous. Yes, so please make sure you're joining Hazel and myself at 11 a.m. Again, please do check out your baskets. We've got the new todays. They've been absolutely flying out the door. You're all early birds this morning.
Yee.
It's a Saturday. Anyway, that's good. We're happy you're here. So thank you very much. Check out your baskets. Make sure you're joining us at 11 a.m. a little bit later on. And we will see you after this short break. Stay tuned.